Thank you for coming. Thank you, Hanita, for your invitation. I'm so happy to be here with this great panel. Well, I will start with my experience about intensity. I think now we want to have all-terrain car because we want to have this experience to move around the world with the same car, to do everything. But also we want to have very good vision from far, from near. We want to have all-terrain eyes. And this is coming. And this is my experience with Hanita. I choose Hanita because I like Hanita. I took more than 5,000 IOL in my patients. And this is my experience from 2016. And now with more than 500 intensity and toric too. Well, now I will talk about something of intensity. What Hanita said about intensity, the main aspect, the maximal capability of using different light level, dynamic light utilization. What is that? It's because the body side design is symmetrically distributed in 5 focus size from intermediate. This is one of the most important things that intensity Hanita do this innovation about. This lens just lost this 6.5 of energy, but utilized 93.5% energy. And there is another main characteristic of the lens. It's the same spherical aberration that the other spherical lens from Hanita, and the posterior surface is spheric and diffractive, and the anterior is spherical, and well, all the other characteristics that we have here. But like the doctor said before, the energy distributed for photopic pupil 50-50 and for scotopic 60-40, and this is like I said before that this lens is made from zero from the zero is intermediate, and it has for far vision, for near vision, but also this lens has two intensifiers for far and for internear. But another thing is the diffractive rings give to the distant and near vision, and the intermediate vision is given for the refractive rings. But I think really I will evaluate in my patient what happened. This is my study in my cataract surgery practice. I always test and evaluate safety and efficacy. And with the patient satisfaction, I make some questionnaire. This study is just published in the Indian Journal of Ophthalmology, and also you can find it in PubMed. It's about the intensity. It's an prospective case series study with 6 months of follow-up, 56 patients, 112 eyes. I made the surgery with femtosecond, and I studied efficacy, safety, and satisfaction like you see here, spherical equivalent, the focus curve. I choose also the constant 118.4 for the Barrett. The lens come in this packaging, and with sterile water, and well, you can see here how I put inside of the cartridge. I always put the optic over the optic. Of course, this lens has this injector has this pusher to be sure that it will introduce perfectly inside of the cartridge, and then I inject gently inside of the bag. I always clean, always over and behind of the lens, and the lens look like this. Well, what happened with the focus curve? I found this is the focus curve after 6 months, with 6 months of follow-up. We really steady the focus curve, and we here can see how it's for far vision, for near and for intermediate, and also I think that we see here the intensifier that the house of Hanita promote with this lens, with very good far, near, and intermediate vision too. And also the refraction after surgery was between plus and minus 0.5, and the safety also was very good without any complication. The standard graph, I gained, with our patient gain lines after surgery, and we don't lose any lines, and the refraction also you can see here, which was. And I made the satisfaction questionnaire and I sent to the patient anonymous. This was the way that I sent it. And the first question is, after 6 months, did you obtain spectacle independence? And 94% say yes. And it's a very good answer. And the second question, after 6 months, did the surgical outcome meet your therapeutic expectation? And 100 say yes, and it's very good too. And another question that I did is this one. You can see in the little video how the dendrites connect, and they need time to do that. This is like we call in the pandemic new normality. We need time to adapt to these things. No, and 85% say no after 6 months, and this is important. And just 12% say sometimes, but they don't bother me. And conclusion, safety, no intra or postoperative complication, the efficacy, objective and subjective was good, and the time, always we need more time to study these things. Well, I have some experience with the toric, Intensity Toric 2. I presented this in one journal in Argentina. This is the defocus score, is similar to another that we see, but I have just, this study with just 7 patients. I'm making another study with more patients too. I don't know if...
15 days ago, I had heart surgery because of fractures. Bianchi implanted Intensity Toric lenses in me, and now I can say I'm another person. I can see everything. I can read the smallest letters of my cell phone. I can drive. I can read newspaper. Everything. The only thing I can say bothered me a little bit was the hail of light I saw at the beginning, but it went away soon, very soon. Now I need nothing to see whatever I want to see. No matter the distance, I feel free. I'm happy and so grateful.
Well, after this video, I operate the distributor of Argentina and I put true intensity in his side. His name is Silvio Rosinov, but well, he's cool too. I invite all of you, if you want to go to Argentina, to Ophthalmo Córdoba, this is the web page to go. It's a presencial and also virtual congress. I am one of the directors, and thank you very much for your attention.